Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Triple N Media. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Triple N Media. I am Dr. Nik Nikam. In this presentation, we are going to look at how we can use AI like ChatGPT or Perplexity, XAI, any one of these AI engines to do your secretarial work in medical practice. If you're in a clinic, or if you're got a private practice, or you work for an institution and you want to create, for example, a patient instruction sheet for a particular test, be it like a stress test, echocardiography, or gastroscopy, colonoscopy, whatever the procedure may be. I'm a cardiologist. I've been in practice for more than 40 years. I started my practice in 1980, and when I started my practice, we had to sit and write all these instructions. For example, a nuclear stress test. It took us several weeks to create a handout for patients to read before they come for the nuclear stress test. And the same thing, I can accomplish that in less than 2 hours. And I'm going to walk you through step by step how you can use this knowledge, how you can use these AI facilities to streamline your clerical work and produce fantastic instructions for your patients. This is a great opportunity to use AI in every person's practice, whether you're a family doctor in a corner store, or you belong to an institution where you have to produce more material in order to meet so many different criteria, meetings and all these different issues. So let us start off with, how do I create a patient instruction sheet for a nuclear stress test? I'm a cardiologist. As I said, we do nuclear stress tests to find out if somebody has a heart problem. This stress test combines walking on a treadmill, a chemical stress test, or by any other means combined with a nuclear scan of the heart or an ultrasound scan of the heart. So I'm going to just specifically confine myself to the nuclear stress test. So what I did was I went to Perplexity, which is an AI search engine, similar to ChatGPT. I'm going to show you these two examples. There are a whole host of these descriptive search engines that can do a fantastic job for you to create your manual. So simply I went into Perplexity. This is the Perplexity which I use. And I typed in, okay, create a patient instruction handout for a nuclear exercise test and include the following: nothing to eat by for 4 hours. It should be 4 hours. Make sure you take your medications, bring jogging clothes, and all the instructions I'm supposed to give. I post that into the question, and then I ask for it to create a handout for me. And here is what the handout that it created: patient instructions for exercise nuclear stress test. The beauty of Perplexity is not only does it give you a very descriptive outline of the instructions, but it also brings up images which we can incorporate into our handout to educate our patients in a very, very practical and meaningful manner. So let us look at all these instructions: diet, medications, clothing, snacks, arrival time, medications, clothing, arrival, identification and insurance cards. Everything is spelled out by this procedure. IV placement, resting scans, exercise portion, stress scans, recovery, follow-up, instructions about caffeine, driving, smoking, medications, all these things. Then we can further fine-tune these into additional images or instructions depending upon what part is missing. You want to say more about the isotope, the nuclear isotope that's used, then we can talk about the technetium-99 or thallium technetium 99 or thallium that is used. So you can go deeper and deeper and deeper until you get what exact the text information you need, which you can add into your system. So now once I have got this one, next thing is to take this information and put it into a Word document and combine some of these images and create a fantastic handout. And here is a final product which I put together, a nuclear stress test handout. Of course, it requires some knowledge about using Microsoft Word and formatting processes, but here you see, Hartley Heart Doctor Group, friendly doctor, friendly heart, 101 Cardiology Road, Texas, phone number 281 Heart Doctor. All right, nuclear stress instructions. Then you format this into bullet points, preparation, procedures, and here you show these images, which is show and tell. This is second grade level instruction handout for any test for that matter. You can do the same thing for echocardiography, nuclear stress test, or a heart catheterization, or a heart surgery, or if you are telling someone for an orthopedic surgery, depending upon what your field is. Then we show the nuclear camera as, what do they do? They put you under a nuclear camera and take pictures before and after the exercise. And following that, and caffeine, if you do take caffeine and if you're taking medications, chemical stresses, it can't be done the same day. So that's why it's important to stress some of these important things. And most importantly, if they want to cancel the test, they need to do it 48 hours before, because there are time-sensitive supplies that are ordered which cannot be used. And so put that in bold red text. Then here are the sample images put together. So ladies and gentlemen, this whole handout was done in less than an hour from the time the question was posed to the perplexity. I posed the same question to ChatGPT, and this is what ChatGPT created, which is very similar to what you see with the Perplexity AI search engine. But the advantage I see is it gives access to the images. I can always go to Google Images and bring up what I want, so that when I finally create my handout, it looks very professional and it is all formatted. And this is something you can just have as a document on your computer and print as patients come for tests. If you have 10 people coming for test tomorrow, print 10 instruction handouts, because later on if you want to change something or you want to add something, you should just go and change this. So you have a living document on your computer created with the assistance of AI. Everybody talks about the bad effects of AI. There are tremendous useful applications of AI in writing your text that is appropriate to what you are trying to achieve. I hope this has been educational and exciting, so that you can use this in 100 different ways to streamline your work, simplify your work, so that you can spend your maximum time at bedside talking to a patient. Nowadays they don't require you to touch a patient. That's kind of insanity, I would say. If you're a doctor, you need to sit down and talk to the patient, spend 90% of your time talking to the patient, listening to the patient, and having conversation with the patient and answering their questions, than looking into a computer monitor or staring into medical records. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next presentation.